Welcome back to Girl Talk. Thanks for joining us. We're filming today at the Vinery on East Washington Avenue, and we are going to chat with the owners a little bit later about classes and what all they offer inside. But right now, I think all know how good it feels to finally clean out that closet or organize a drawer. Well, it's said that clearing out our energy around us and within us is also really helpful, and here to talk to us about that is Ashley Levy. You're with Mimosa Books and Gifts.
That's right.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having me.
So ancient cultures have done this practice regularly for years. Tell us about energy clearing and what it is.
Sure. So space clearing is really about shifting the energy in your environment, like your home or workplace, from something that's negative or kind of stagnant to something really positive and uplifting.
Sounds good already.
Yeah, right? So how is space clearing actually done?
You know, the most common way is actually the oldest and most ancient, and it's about burning herbs, different herbs like sage, sweetgrass, lavender, cedar. These are all traditionally things that were burned because it was thought through that process of burning, it was purifying the energy and removing that negativity and then replacing it with the positivity from those sacred herbs.
I like that, but this isn't just like in the scary movies, right?
Totally
Where they're
not.
burning sage to get rid of the spirits.
No,
This is just to bring positive energy.
Yes, this is
Okay.
something that many, many people do, although we do get questions sometimes about those other things.
Do you?
I'm actually
Interesting.
glad that you kind of brought that up
Yeah.
and clarified that, because I think it probably could work in both ways. I mean, you probably, in the extreme case, you might have somebody that is interested in, you know, maybe a lingering something
Right.
or another if they've bought a home. But just, you know, for the everyday use of having that positive space.
I like
Yes.
it.
And talk a little bit about maintenance too. So
Sure.
you come in and you do some of these things, you get the right tools in place. How do you keep the energy in the space positive after you've done an initial clearing and maybe keep any weird energy from coming back?
So a great way to do this is actually through symbols. So if you think, a lot of people have small altars or things like that, little statues of different deities, or it could be a picture of Archangel Michael. It could be a traditional symbol like a hamsa, a protective hand. But putting a little protective symbol or a little sacred space in your home is the perfect way to keep the energy nice and pure.
That's so easy.
Interesting.
I think I've seen that also like around doorways
Yes.
as you enter a home.
Yes, it's very common.
And what an interesting idea if you're buying a new home or moving into a new space to, you know,
Or
we
an old home.
yeah,
That's what I think of.
Right, right.
But we talk about clearing out the old so you can make room for the new. This is sort of clearing out the negative and inviting some positive. So after you've done a space clearing, can it be affected by other people or new events that are subsequent?
Yes, so when, you know, like you said, when you move into a space, it's great to do a space clearing. But there's emotionally charged energy everywhere we go, right? So big family fights or, you know, little nitpicky things, those can turn into lingering negative energy. And so clearing your space regularly, maybe about once a week, can be really beneficial to just keeping everyone's mood nice and positive.
Very interesting. So what if you take all of the steps and you're just still feeling like things are off?
You know, there are professionals that you can call for help. A lot of people just don't feel confident doing this kind of work themselves. So there are tons of resources in Madison of places to go or people who actually do space clearing professionally. People will come out to your home, do a little cleansing ceremony followed by a house blessing. And this is becoming more and more popular for a lot of people who are interested in keeping their energetic space positive.
Oh, yeah, a couple thoughts come to mind on that. One is, it's so fascinating to me that this energy, it's really there and it exists and it can affect your space and your attitude. And I find that to be a topic that is really hard to cover in 5 minutes. But you did a great job. But also at Mimosa Books and Gifts, you are a resource yourself for people with questions on this kind of topic. Everybody that works there really has a lot of knowledge about these kinds of things. So what do you suggest if somebody has further questions?
Come on in and talk to us. We'll walk you through the whole process or recommend a professional who can come out and help you.
I love it.
Sounds great. Thanks, Ashley. This is
thank
Ashley
you.
Levy. She's with Mimosa Books and Gifts. We'll be right back speaking with the folks here at the Vinery.